Your sleep apnea claim was denied and you didn't even get a C&P exam. Let's take a look. Your decision letter will tell you everything you need to know. So a direct grant of service connection, that means it's a direct service connection claim. It's not secondary, it's a direct service connection claim. You need 1, medical evidence of a disability. 2, evidence of the incurrence or aggravation of a disease or injury in active military service. So you need medical evidence of a current disability, evidence of an in-service event, and you need a nexus. The nexus is the link. If you're filing a claim more than 12 months, you've been out for 12 months, don't even file a direct service connection claim. It's just harder to go. Where's the nexus? VA claims are all about strategy. I preach and I teach strategy in my boot camp. Check it out at combatcraig.com. First, let's define a few terms. We have secondary service connection and direct service connection. Direct service connection only happens on active duty, and here's an example of that. And while we're looking at it, if you file a claim for something, a direct service connection claim, and it's not service connected, you can't hook secondaries onto it. That's what this little arrow means. If the first thing doesn't exist, there is no second. So it's just also going to be not service connected. So you want to build another tree underneath something that's already service connected. Here's an example of that. Here's a bunch of different things that are secondary to something that's already service connected. You might want to check out the sponsor of today's video, Hill and Ponton. Check them out at hillandponton.com. There's no medical evidence. Your service treatment records do not contain complaints, treatment, or diagnosis for this condition. That means you have no diagnosis. So if you don't have any in-service event or treatment or anything, and you don't have a diagnosis, don't look. Duty to assist will kick in a little bit to be like, oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, there's no diagnosis. They'll deny you somewhere else. If you've reviewed all the medical evidence and you know you're missing something to establish service connection, like a diagnosis or a nexus, you might want to check out my med team. There's a link in the description. They can help you with your missing medical evidence. So if you didn't have a diagnosis and then you don't really have symptoms and there's no treatment, maybe not even a CPAP machine, you're going to file that claim and you don't meet any of the elements to establish service connection. There's no diagnosis, no symptoms logged. You may have the symptoms, but if they're not in a medical record for the VA rater to find, it equals no symptoms. And if there's no nexus, you've met nothing. So why did they deny your claim with no C&P exam? You prove nothing, so you get nothing. Harsh reality. Now you know where you're at. So you have options here. You can appeal, and you're not going to do a higher level review. There's nothing to review. You prove nothing, you get nothing. You need to file a supplemental claim. The reason why? You've already filed a claim for sleep apnea, and you were denied. So you need to file a supplemental claim. It's not another new claim. You've already been denied for this. They're going to call you out on it. Supplemental claim. What is included in a supplemental claim? New and relevant medical evidence. New and relevant are the keywords. What is new and relevant? Go get a diagnosis, a nexus, and some symptoms. If you filed a claim for sleep apnea and you didn't even get a C&P exam, you didn't even rise to the bar of we should take this dude seriously. Just denied. Legally, they could do that. So that's why you didn't get a C&P exam when you filed a claim for sleep apnea. You proved absolutely nothing.